I found this really cool elk skeleton. And all this stuff around me, it's called kinnikinnick. And it's I don't know, it's a companion plant for morels, but it's evergreen. But morels love to live in them. And as I'm walking back on this trail, I found my first morel. And it's a chunky, it's a chunky. Let's check it out. See it? See it yet? Look at this puppy. Hello, friend, and he's perfect. You know, you always remember your first one. And that also applies for morels. Hey, good afternoon. Welcome to the channel. I'm Cosmo. Thanks for joining me today. We are back out on the east side of the Cascades hunting for some early season morels. We were out here 2 weeks ago. The ground was right. The temperature was good. The little strawberries were out. No morels. So we're back out again here. Been 14 days-ish since we were here. Hopefully the morels are going to be here. This time of year, this particular weekend is usually when I find my first blonde morel, so hopefully they're here. We're gonna have an awesome weekend, so let's get out there and have an awesome hunt. Let's go. See these guys here? These are a good indicator. These are wild strawberries here, starting to pop up around here. You can see how big they are. When they get to about the size of my thumb or a quarter, that's when, to me, the conditions are right for the morels. If they're really tiny, I mean, the ground has just started to warm up. They're not there yet, but it's a good sign. If we start seeing some other companion plants, which I'll point out here as we see them, I think we might be on the money. So we're gonna head up to this spot that I got lots of waypoints, and I know that they've been here historically. Last year, phenomenal year. So let's go check it out. This is almost a majority of the skeleton of a big bull elk, kind of all scattered around out here. Probably some big cat had his way in here. Cat, bear, wolves maybe. This is why you bring protection out here in the woods, and I never leave home without the convincer. You can bring your pepper spray, your bear bells, whatever you want. Personal preference. I want options, and I want to put distance between me and whatever might want to try to eat me, so keep that in mind. So I mentioned this, I call it a companion plant. It's called kinnikinnick. And what it looks like, I'll show you what it looks like here. If you look at the leaves on it, they look like little serrated edges here, but they grow pretty prolifically like ground cover, and they get these purple flowers that are really great pollinators. But look what I see. You guys see it right there? Somewhere over there. Look at that. Here is another beautiful morel. Look at that. Not bad. Let's see if there's any more. We're down here low like this. Now that I got my eyes trained for these brown morels, because they're really hard to see, they all look like pine cones. You get down low and you get a better view. Pretty cool. So we've been out all day. We found, I don't know, maybe a dozen morels, decent size, and moderate success. It's still early, but I wanted to show you what kind of morels are popping out here. I just found one, and it's a small one. We're gonna leave it, but I want to show you what it looks like. Check it out. See this little guy here? He's tiny. We're just gonna let him grow. But look at all the other vegetation that's growing in here. Strawberries look good, about the size of a quarter. We got some other stuff going in here. But here's kind of the terrain that we're looking at. We're on a west-facing slope, and you can hear the wind howling in the background, but we're on this slight slope. It's getting some moisture. And it just rained a little bit ago. I was catching some trout at the lake, and it rained for about 15 minutes solid. Just this dark cloud came out of nowhere, and it rained. So hopefully this is gonna bring more, but it's a good sign, guys. It's not even May yet, and the morels are starting to pop. So, and the brown ones, haven't seen any blondes. No dirty blondes, sorry guys, but just the brown ones, they're just as good. Anyway, let's keep going. So I got camp all set up, guys. Looks pretty good. Gonna be a lot warmer tonight than it was 2 weeks ago. Check out my camp here, right on this beautiful lake. And my haul, or about my first hour of scouting for morels. Got a couple of nice ones in there, but that's enough to have a little snack. So overall, first day, first hour, we got a late start because when I arrived here, somebody was in my camp spot, and they seemed to believe that this camp spot was free and it was theirs. Although my name was on the reservation and on the tag and the spot, I persuaded them that it was in their best interest to bail out before we had to, you know, take the next step. And they left. They were nice people, but these camp spots, I mean, I reserved them like 9 months in advance. So anyway, we ended up getting a late start. We only were out for about an hour, and the morels were higher than I thought. But I'll tell you one thing, at that higher elevation there was moisture on the ground. So what I'm thinking is the warmed up out here so fast that the lower elevation stuff just got bypassed until we get some rain, but the higher elevations warmed up as well, but still had some moisture from the snow melt. So overall, good first day. And have a little cocktail, I'm gonna relax a little bit, make a fire, and then we'll be out early tomorrow doing some scouting. Might have a couple of friends with me tomorrow, we shall see. Well, good morning. It's day 2. It's been a lot of work so far, and morels are out, but not in good quantities. I think in this case the juice hasn't been worth the squeeze in terms of the amount of miles and footwork I've done to find a very small handful of small morels. But anyway, it's cold this morning. I got my gloves and my heavy jacket on. We're getting back at it. I found this new slope here. It's southeast facing, so it should be a really nice area. There's been a lot of forest clearing going on in this area. Been mowing down some of my favorite spots, unfortunately, and I understand forest management, totally support it, but dang guys, you're killing my morel spots. But anyway, I want you guys to take a look at this slope that we're looking at. I'll give you a look. Let's check it out. The slope goes up this way. Sun's over that way, that's east, so we're southeast facing. But we've got, if we look up, we've got tons of grand firs. We've got some ponderosas, different ages. A little bit of greenery on the ground. We got strawberries. We got things, but it looks good. And right now we're still below 3,000 feet. But man, let's give this a look. I think we're gonna go up and right on the edge over there and see what goes down the other side, but it should be pretty good, so let's go. You know, if anybody tells you that morel hunting, especially in the early season, is easy, they know a lot more than me, but they're wrong. I mean, this time last year, blonde morels were out thick, and I haven't seen any. Found a few brown morels, but zero blondes or grays. I don't know. I'm not sure why. Conditions are about the same as they were last year. We could use a dose of rain. That would definitely help. But yeah, this spot over here looks really good. I think that when they finally get out, they're going to be out. But this early season stuff, I mean, I have a lot of waypoints saved from over the years that I mark for my early season, mid-season, late season. And I have checked almost all the early season ones, the ones that haven't been plowed over by the Forest Service at least. And it's very thin right now. A few babies here and there, but I think we're still a couple of weeks out, unfortunately. So maybe morels are going to come late this year and go all the way through late June. I don't care. I'll still come up here. I love being out here, and this is what makes me feel alive. So if you guys aren't coming out, get your butts out here. So we're in a new spot. We moved up to I don't know, 2,900 feet, and still haven't found anything. Strawberries are here, the orange cup fungus are here, everything's right. But you know, funny thing is, I'm walking through the forest, I remember certain things and certain details of these areas from over the years. Like I was just walking by a log here that, I don't know, a couple of years ago, it was blocking the road here, and I had to get out and cut it with a handsaw at the time, and it took me like an hour, and then I had to pull it out with the winch, but we finally got out and kept going up this way, and we found a bunch of morels. So it's just kind of those cool memories. Even though I'm not finding anything today yet, not a lot, it still reminds me of all the fun things I've been able to do. I'm truly blessed to be able to do these things, and these things make me happy. And if you guys don't have that thing, figure out what it is, because life's too short. If you go through life and just grind and work all the time, or not doing anything that you love, life gets long and life gets hard, and it's not fun anymore. It's like, for me, this kind of forest bathing is critical. I need to do it a lot. Otherwise I get grumpy, and nobody likes me when I'm grumpy, trust me. So figure out what that one thing is. Like that movie with Billy Crystal, that one thing. Figure out what that one thing is, and do it a lot. It's my little piece of advice, if I have any. So one thing that's important are tree identification. So this is a grand fir. You can see that it has flat needles on there. One side is kind of a dull light green, the other part's shiny. If you can find a grand fir forest like this, odds are there's going to be morels in here at some point. May not be here today like we are now, but this is your kind of one of your key indicators. Also, I mean, you can see how big that sucker is right there, and you can see, look, there's some fire damage from a long time ago, but the tree's recovered. If you can find a grand fir forest, ponderosas are good too. Lodgepole pines are okay, but you need to have some grand fir mixed in there. If it's just lodgepole pines and everything's low to the ground, I typically will just keep going. But grand firs are good. Keep an eye out for them. Pretty easy to identify. And odds are, if you're going to find morels, are going to be in between two nice big grand firs. Or if I'm in the forest and I see the biggest grand firs in the forest, I'm going to bolt towards those areas, because they're more than likely going to have morels if they're in the area at that particular point in time. So I woke up this morning, put my contacts in, looking in the mirror, and I noticed I got this little like bald stripe in my eyebrow that I don't know how it got there. Not supposed to be that way. Made me think about growing up and feel a little bit like Vanilla Ice. You know what I mean? Ice Ice Baby. If you don't know it, you don't know it, but that's what I'm thinking. Ice Ice Baby. So I'm in a new area. Decided maybe the morels are a little lower in elevation, so I came back down. I'm below 2,600 feet, and area is beautiful. I mean, look around me. Look at how amazing this is. And I've just been kind of hunting, if you guys look, kind of in these troughs here, these troughs of greenery. And I can't tell you how long I've been walking around today looking for morels, and guess what? I just found one. Yeah, I did. Check it out. You guys see anything? Right there. Look. Hello, friend. What a beauty. Look at this guy hiding in this nice little landscape here. Now that's what I'm talking about. Makes the whole day worth it. Honestly, this is the first morel I found all day in like 4 hours. So not easy this time of year, guys, but put the time in. Sometimes you get lucky. Right, let's go ahead and harvest this guy. Look at that. Nice. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. It's been a pretty awesome weekend. Not a lot of luck with morels, but I bet we found more than most this weekend. It's still early. Another 2 weeks, it's going to be awesome. But thank you guys for hanging in there with me. I really appreciate your support. If you enjoyed this episode, please give it a thumbs up. If you enjoy the channel, please subscribe, tell your friends, and I'll see you in the next adventure. Thanks.